Assalamualaikum students. Today we'll study about glass prism. Now we have already studied the refraction of light through rectangular glass slab, and in rectangular glass slab we had saw that if emergent light rays are parallel to the incident light rays. Why they are parallel? Because the opposite faces of rectangular glass slab are parallel to one another, and on those opposite faces refraction takes place, and that is why incident ray and the emergent ray came out as parallel rays. Now here we will discuss the refraction of light through another glass object whose opposite faces are not parallel to one another, and that is a glass prism. This is one such object. And this triangular glass prism, it's a transparent object made of glass having two triangular ends and three rectangular sides. You can see in the figure here that this rectangular glass slab has uh, two triangular ends. One is this and the another from here, and three rectangular faces. This is the one rectangular face, this is the another one, and the third one is at the bottom. So the opposite faces of glass prism, triangular glass prism, you can see here these opposite faces of a triangle are not parallel to one another. Okay, and this face F1 and F2, you can see here these are not parallel to one another. They are inclined at some angle. You can see here they are inclined at some angle here, and this angle is called the angle of prism here. Angle QPR is our angle of prism here. Okay. But now for the sake of convenience in drawing ray diagrams, we usually draw this triangular glass prism. Glass prism is represented by drawing a triangle. So you can say prism or you can say triangular glass prism, one and the same thing. So after a while, we'll study about the refraction of light on passing through a glass prism. And this refraction is quite much different from the refraction through glass slab, because I told you that refraction through glass slab, their emergent ray is parallel to the incident ray, but refraction through glass slab, emergent ray is not parallel to incident ray because the sides are not parallel to each other. Now we'll now study the refraction of light through a glass prism in somewhat detail. So what happens when a ray of light passes through a glass prism? Refraction of light occurs both when it enters and when it leaves the prism. So since these refracting surfaces are not parallel, therefore the emergent ray and this incident ray are not parallel to one another. Okay. Now in this case, in refraction through prism, what happens? The ray of light, the incident ray of light, is deviated on passing through the prism. You can see here it's actually this incident ray, but here you can see it has got deviated from its path, and this is when light of ray passes through the prism. Now this is our glass prism here, which is capped on its base QR, and a ray of light AB, this is the incident ray which strikes the surface, and you can see here this is the medium of air, that's a rare medium, and this is a medium of glass, that's a denser medium. And when ray of light enters from rarer medium to denser medium, it will bend towards the normal. So here you can see it's bending towards normal NN dash. Okay. Now BC is the refracted ray here, which bends towards the base QR, which bends towards the normal. Now when this BC travels in the glass and then comes out from the prism into air, now it has to come into air. Now again you can see it's going from denser medium into rarer medium. So again ray of light will bend, and this time it will bend away from the normal. So you can see here CD is bending, but it's bending away from its normal dash, and CD is coming out as an emergent ray, the ray which emerges after refraction. So you can conclude from this discussion that when a ray of light passes through the prism, it bends towards the base of prism, or you can say it bends towards the thicker part of the prism. Okay. So see here, CD, this is the emergent ray, and it's not parallel to the incident ray AB, as these are intersecting here at point O. It means these rays of light are not parallel to one another. So there has been a deviation, has been change in the path of light in passing through the prism. Okay? If I produce this incident ray AB to E and produce emergent ray CD backwards to O, you can see here that they are intersecting at O. That means they are not parallel. And the original direction of incident ray A is the original direction, but after passing through prism, it has deviated from its path and has gone in the direction of CD. Now, here the angle between this incident ray and emergent ray is called the angle of deviation. So, angle of deviation is nothing but the angle between the incident ray and the emergent ray. Okay. So it's because of this peculiar shape of the prism which makes the emergent ray bend with respect to the incident ray. This was all about the refraction through prism.